Many people have been saying for years that the police in this country are bigger criminals than the folks that they're actually arresting. These folks are killers. They steal drugs, they steal weapons, they steal money, they rob people, and we have heard all of these stories through the decades of cops planting drugs and weapons on people just to get arrests, lying on police reports, taking evidence home so that they can ensure that a person would go to jail, and evidence that could easily free the person. They hide the evidence. So a lot of innocent people end up in prison behind falsified police reports and other crimes that are committed to get people in prison. This story just came out May 10th, 2018. Two Chicago police officers charged with stealing drugs and cash. This is to be expected in America. America seems to protect anybody that does a lot of wrongdoing as long as they got a badge to hide behind. They are probably more protected than the average citizen, which it should not be that way. Your citizens should always be the most protected class of people in your country. But they are trying to push these cops and police chiefs and judges and prosecutors to some kind of fake out God status, which is completely laughable. This is not what these folks are. They are in a position of providing a service. They are not gods. But we're going to go ahead and listen to this video.
The officers were together in one of the most dangerous departments or units in the city. They are charged with conspiracy to commit theft and embezzlement.
Good morning.
When Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson talked with a new group of recruits today, he made a point to bring up the federal charges against two of his officers.
Your service and the sacrifices you will make along the way for yourself and for your families will be in vain if you do anything that violates those ideals and the star that you will wear on your chest.
Today, a federal grand jury indicted 45-year-old Police Sergeant Xavier Elizondo and 37-year-old David Salgado, who worked with him on Area Central's gang unit. The indictment accuses the Chicago police officers of fraudulently obtaining search warrants, then stealing the evidence from the residences they raided, which included money, controlled substances, and cartons of cigarettes. Prosecutors say they would parade confidential informants in front of judges who would lie about information so the officers could get the search warrants.
These allegations are also an insult to the hard work of the thousands of people who try to make this agency better every day.
Superintendent Johnson said he has zero tolerance for any behavior that violates the work of the men and women who wear the police star. He said from the beginning, CPD works side by side with federal agencies on this investigation.
Quite frankly, if substantiated, these allegations are a disgrace to what I and every member of the Chicago Police Department have dedicated our lives and risked our lives for.
David Salgado is also charged with lying to the FBI. If convicted, both men face up to 15 years in prison. I'm live in the South Loop. Marcella.
It's amazing how everybody wants to give. It's amazing how everybody wants to give advice to how Black people are supposed to conduct ourselves with police, but they conveniently skip over what advice to give these criminal cops. See, nobody's going to take your laws seriously when they see your cops are criminals too. See, how do you enforce the law when your ass is breaking the law too? It just doesn't resonate. It doesn't work. But ladies and gentlemen, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, like the video, share the video, and make sure you get my Android app if you happen to have that device. And I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.